Good evening, everyone. Let's start the session with our school song.
It all just feels like a dream to me, to find a school so true. And I know it's all in make-believe when I picture a school like you. The one thing that I learned from you is that I can make my dreams come true. Someday when I wake up to find memories of Billabong in my mind, imagine how that could be. Imagine how that could be. T for teamwork, E for empowerment, and for mutual respect. B for passion, I for integrity, A for accountability. Billabong high, Billabong high, Billabong high, you know you can fly. Billabong high, you can touch the sky. Billabong high, Billabong high. We have aspiration over ambition. In our minds we have rhythm, courage and humanity. What makes us Billabong high is we believe we can touch the sky. Billabong high, Billabong high, Billabong high, you know you can fly. Billabong high, you can touch the sky. Billabong high, Billabong high, Billabong high, you know you can fly. Billabong high, touch the sky.
A very good evening to everyone. I, Jana Chaudhary from grade 4,
And I, Saisha Garwal from grade 4,
welcome you all on the digital platform of Billabong Inspire Stock Series.
on behalf of Billabong High International School, we would like to thank all of the parents for their support and work towards our school.
Billabong Inspire Stock Series initiative will bring together working parents from various fields of expertise. They will share their life experiences, which will help motivate and inspire the students towards achieving their goals.
BHI strongly believe in the core values, which inform your thoughts, decisions, and actions, and help you align your career or life path to what's important to you. There is the essential foundation in finding your life purpose because they remind us and others who we truly are.
BHI's core values are diligence, hardworking, persistent, resilient, service, generosity, enterprise, charity, leadership, stewardship, compassion, kind, empathetic, humble, resourcefulness, creative, risk taker, dynamic, outward looking, commitment to a large community, a family, a belief system, cultural morals, sustainability, environment and integrity, honest, trustworthy, modest, respectful.
Billabong Inspire Stock Series is all geared up today for an interesting and enlightening session with our speaker, Mr. Amit Pandey, who will be taking us through his life journey.
Mr. Amit Pandey is working as senior analyst for Iron Group, a multinational company having offices in UK, Europe, Africa, and Asia. He has over 16 years of techno-financial knowledge and worked on several customer locations across different geographies: Minneapolis, Atlanta, Sydney, Amsterdam, Rome, Lisbon, Noida, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Chennai, etc. Customer lists include Coca-Cola, Cargill, Organon, ING Bank, etc.
Now, without much ado, we would like to welcome our guest speaker for the day, Mr. Amit Pandey.
Hi, this is Amit. Firstly, I would like to say thanks to the organizer of this event, the teachers, the parent, and the students. Such a brilliant event won't be possible without the dedication and support of everyone. I must like to say I'm honored to be invited to speak to this event on the Billabong Inspire Talk series. So I'd like to introduce myself now. As my name is Amit and I have been working across. I did my schooling from Kanpur. After doing my schooling from Kanpur, I did my graduation from Delhi. After doing graduation from Delhi, I got a job offer from a very small company, which is an IT company in 2004. Working for an IT company was a dream at that time because the IT, it was everywhere. Everyone wanted to work in IT, and I started my career with the IT. I was very fortunate that I got a lot of opportunities while working on the IT field, and I started traveling around the globe. And I have been traveling to almost most of the continent that are present on the earth. Like I have been working in Australia, I was working in like Europe, in almost all the countries I've worked there. I've been to like Italy, France, Amsterdam, Lisbon, Spain, and then I moved to known as the land of 2011 to US. In US, I was working for the biggest Fortune 500 company, which was the Coca-Cola company, and there I was working as a fintech consultant for Coca-Cola. Everyone, and I believe childs also love to drink Coca-Cola. Most of the people love Coca-Cola. So I was working at the headquarter at the Coca-Cola Atlanta. There I was working for their treasury, which is the corporate treasury of the Coca-Cola. And from there, I got a very good exposure on how a finance work and inside of a big giant company, like how do they with the banks, how they work, how they make money. Actually, everyone loves money. No? So I learned from the Coca-Cola in the finance domain, like how you can earn money out of your money. So that was one of the biggest exposure that I got. After that, I moved to Minneapolis and I was working for Cargill. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about the Cargill, every ingredient that we eat these days, like the olive oils, the spices, they are from the Cargill company, which has like, again, stores everywhere. And there also I was working for their treasury. Then I went to London and I was there working for them for a very short span of time. And my son was born in US. Then I came back to India, and after back to India, I'm still working on the fintech company and working for the finance domain, and I'm enjoying my job, and that's what has inspired me.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I've got so inspired from your journey, and we both have got so motivated to see your commitment towards your work.
Sir, we would like to ask you a few questions related to your journey and to your work. Also, students can ask their questions by writing in the chat box.
Sir, firstly, I would like to ask about the IN Group and what is techno-financial knowledge?
Sure. So Iron Group is a private held global financial software firm which provides softwares for basically all the finance companies so that they can work with the banks, they can work with the corporations. So Iron Group created a software so that all the processes in the finance can be eased out, like they can be done in a very easily manner. So that's what Iron Group does. It was formed by a guy known as Andrea Pignataro, and it was formed in 1999. Currently, our company has a worth of 10 billion now. So it's a huge company, and they have like across most of the customers that you can think about, they use our product for their treasury management. Coming to the techno financial, as everyone knows, there are multiple domains. Like you have, like I know childs are studying in, someone likes medical, someone likes engineering, someone likes like go and does a CA as a finance. So what technical techno financial means that we are trying to implement most of the functions of the functional of the finance domain. We are trying to convert it and use AI as well as technology at the background. So just to let you know, as you know, most of the treasury companies earlier used Excels, and it was very tedious and took some job for them to manage it. So we create, in techno finance knowledge, we build a software, we build a process for them so that those things can be very easily done by them.
Thank you, sir. So why did you choose this field of work?
As I was explaining, in 2004, when I started my career after doing my graduation, uh, changing automation and bringing automation was something that I was passionate about. Like how we can make things easier for everyone. Like how can we make things so that it's easier and easily understandable for anyone. So that what motivated me to make sure that, okay, let's build some or work for a place where we can automate processes which are done manually. So in order to help the corporates, to help the people working there, that's what motivated me to move into this techno-financial job, because IT does their own job, but finance, they don't do it. So it's more of implementing IT in the finance domain, which was more of a lucrative at that time. And that inspired me to go into this field.
Thank you, sir. So what are some of your biggest accomplishments in your fieldwork?
So given an example, as I said, like we implemented the biggest treasury for Coca-Cola. They were on a change of their SAP, which was their ERP system and accounting system. And they were using like a massive system. And when we started doing our job there, it looks like it was something that we won't be able to do it. But with the team effort, with the good leadership quality with the people, and was able to work with the most talented people there, and we achieved that project in a very short time. We were able to bring around everything in an automated way, so that today, you know, the Coca-Cola has account in 150 countries, and now everything can be done easily by them, and everything is, they can see it on their dashboard. Like today, if Coca-Cola company wants to know how much cash they have, like everyone loves money, correct? So if they want to see how much cash they have, they can just go on the dashboard and they can look at each amount and they can make more money out of those money. So that was one of the biggest implementation that I did, and I'm proud of being part of that implementation.
Thank you, sir. So how do you balance your work and personal life?
Yeah, it's no long. It's very hard when you work for like a tech functional companies every day. You get so many challenges, things changing around. Sometime like in COVID also, you know, a lot of things were changing. So it's very hard. But there is some guru months that you have to use. First thing, you have to be very, very professional while you are working. Professional in terms, you need to know how much you are being paid and how you work for that. You should not be exploited getting done a job. You need to always have a balance. Once you are a professional enough to make sure that you differentiate between that, what is your professional and how your personal life is, and that will help you a lot in making a balance between them. We should never mix both things. My professional life is different, my personal life is different. I have my family, those, and it's my priority. My job is also a priority, but it will have a less on my family. If my family needs me more, I have to be with my family. And I'll always ask everyone who are in this field, they should not burn themselves working professionally, because at the end of the day, you have to maintain your personal life, and your personal life is more important than your professional life, because on day to day, everyone who are your professional will always help you. They'll stand for you. So you have to always respect them. You have to always give time to them. And this is the mantra, to have difference between your professional and personal life. That's what I use as of now.
Thank you, sir. So why did you choose Billabong for your career?
This is a very interesting question. Why did I choose Billabong? As you know, I was not in India for a long time, like since 2006 until 2013. Mostly I was traveling. When I came back, and my son, who was born there in US, we were looking for a school for him. A lot of friends recommended you should go to this, that, then. But one of my very near sisters suggested that Billabong is one of the best school, and I should. It was more inspired by my sister that my son joined Billabong because she had a very good feedback about Billabong. I believe she was also a teacher, and she had some feedback from some teachers in the past from Billabong, and she suggested me that because in Billabong there is a right way of teaching. Normally we say right way of teaching, where they help the kid to groom with all aspect. And that's what she told me and asked me that, okay, make sure that this is the right place where Achutam can get the best schooling. And this is where we choose Billabong.
Thank you, sir. So how does your experience in wealth management make you a good fit for financial advisor position?
I won't call myself as a financial advisor because financial advisor are totally different than what I do. I am more of an automation person where we can automate the processes in the finance. And though I have knowledge on the instrument, the equity, the commodities, the trading, what we do, but I won't call myself as an advisor. It will be more if we can, you can call me automator of a finance job. Like normally, what we see is very less in finance. There's a big work that is going behind, like how to make money out of what you already have. So that is where it helps. And I can help you on automating those processes in finance.
Thank you, sir. So, why did you go into social work? What do you hope to accomplish as a social worker?
Yeah. So I've been, as I was explaining, I have worked, Sasha, for so many countries, and there what you find, the people are more social than here in India. In India, we don't do that. There is like a lot of places and lot of scope for us to involve. I'll just give you a very small example. The schooling in US has a curriculum to go as a social. The student get grades out of what social work they do in this society, but those things are missing in India. For me to go in social work was to make sure that we can put these processes, help the last chain, the needy, the weaker section, who are not getting enough of what the government is providing, what the knowledge is being shared across. So those things inspired me that since I have knowledge, I have people around, I have like links through which I can help those people. So this is where it got me involved in the social work. And that inspired me that I should help the weaker section of the society in order to make a better society for everyone.
Thank you, sir. So what are your biggest strengths in the role of a social worker?
The biggest strength that I can say about myself is I'm a fighter. I never give up. I try my best to make sure that whatever I do, I achieve the best out of it. I never think about that, okay, this is that I cannot do. I give my 100% to make sure at least I try for it. And this is what gives me maximum strength for any job. And I'll request every student also to make sure that you can be a fighter on whatever you do, because that is the spirit that gives you the maximum strength. Fighting for the justice, fighting for good things, fighting for knowledge. So that becomes more inspiring you, and that will keep you moving if you are a fighter in any field.
Thank you, sir. So, what are your opinions on the current welfare system?
Yeah, so the current government is doing a very good job in bringing up so many schemes. As you know, there is Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. There are multiple schemes going for the weaker sections. The government is doing pretty good. The only problem we have as of now is those schemes are not getting to the grassroots level. So this is where we can help as a society, as a people involved in this society. We can help and make sure all the weaker sections get the advantage of these development welfare system that is being done by the government. And I believe if everyone will start doing a small bit, we'll be able to have a very good society here in Kanpur too.
Thank you, sir. So, where do you think the field of social work is heading in the next 5 years?
The social work, see, there is a lot of scope in social work. Like everyone, if they get involved, there's a lot of scope of doing a social work, and you should become an icon in a social work so that people can follow you, and that can help you a lot. Because given an example, if you give this today that we have COVID going on, and there's a lot of social people that have come out, they are helping everyone, the needy, the government. So in 5 years term, I do see, yes, this will increase. Now people are getting more motivated in the social work. Young people should get more involved. Kids should get like more and more involved, because they are the future of India, Kanpur, anything that you can say about. They should be more. And in 5 years, I see that doing social work should be involved in our curriculum also. And at myself in social work, I see myself at a place where I'm able to bring the weaker section on a right place, and they can get all the opportunities that they need.
Thank you, sir. Sir, do you have any closing thoughts regarding the session?
Yes. So I really appreciate this Inspire talk series, and this is wonderful thing where a child can join, get to know each other, share their experiences, because developing a good society always need a discussion. And I believe this Billabong Inspire is the right forum where every child should get involved, not just me. We should get inspired by small childs also. So in my opinion, I like the childs to be the real leaders, because they are the future of India, and we should develop this in every child. So this is my thought that I like, and many best wishes to Billabong Inspire Talk Series. And I hope this has a huge success, and we develop a lot of leaders, small leaders, which are do needed in our country from these talks that we are doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now we would like to read the questions from the chat box.
Sir, firstly, Pranavi Gupta wants to ask, who inspired you?
So for me, my inspiration came from my brother-in-law. He was in US for a long time, and he was working for Dell in 2000. And we were very small at that time. I do remember whenever he used to come from US, he used to bring us like laptops and gadgets. That inspired me a lot that I should also work for a company where I can travel across the globe. So he inspired me a lot in my job. And after that, working, I got inspired by a lot of leaders through which I worked. I do recall one of my senior manager, Sheraton. She was like 50 most powerful woman in the list of in the world. And she, whenever I used to work with her on a project, it used to look that I'm not working. It always looked like she used to create an environment where it looks like I'm working at my home. So she was so helpful, and that inspired me a lot while going, that I should be passionate about my job. It should not be my performance. It should be more as, not as a work, but it should be more as my responsibility of my job. That's what inspired me a lot on this.
Sir, Prajwal Yadav wants to ask, what was your experience in the Coca-Cola company?
It was awesome. To be very frank, it was awesome. It is like a dreamland that you can imagine about. They had a huge office, and you get like everything free inside, and they had a very good work culture where every Friday you can bring your kids in the office, and every Friday used to be like it was more of a fun day for us than a working day. The environment was very cool, very helpful, and everywhere you used to have this can machines where you can just go and get any drinks you want, and you get the drinks like across the globe, whatever the Coke was selling, like any drink from Latin America, US, Europe, and you have all those drinks and stuff. So it was really amazing, and the people were really good whom I worked with there in Coca-Cola.
Thank you, sir. So next, someone wants to ask, did your parents support you?
See, without parents support, you cannot do anything. Like, people should know, anything that you do has to be always supported by your parents. And my parent did support me a lot on every front, like from education. They were always with me on my decisions that I want to go, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that. So you always, like, parents are like the trees who will always give you shade. So you'll always get their support, knowing or unknowingly. They'll always support you. There will be no parents who is not going to support their kids, because any kid that's grow is always somewhere there will be their parents' role in it. So yes, my parents did support me a lot on every front, on all my decisions.
So someone wants to ask, who is your role model?
There are a lot of role models for me nowadays, because I'm into multiple things. Like, one of the thing is I'm working in a social field these days more than my professional job. Uh, Being in my professional job, one of my friend, Geoffrey Solignar, he's a French guy. He inspired me a lot, and he's my role model. He's a French citizen, and he's a very dynamic guy. He's a very dynamic guy, and I'll see him in future. He'll be owning a very big company, and he's my role model in the finance domain. On my social, I believe Narendra Modi is my role model, where he's doing awesome job for the country and for everyone in this country. So, like, from the financial and my job side, I have this, and from my social, Narendra Modi ji is my role model.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Pranavi Gupta wants to ask, which country or city did you first work in?
For the first time, I went in Lisbon, which was Portugal. It was a very hard experience for me. I was there for 1 year, Lisbon. Their first language was Portuguese. Their second language was Spanish, and third was English. A lot of places it was very hard for us, and to translate what they say. And the blunder used to come when we used to have a meeting. There I was working for Portugal Telecom in their treasury project, and it used to happen like, normally you know, when you're talking in your language, it's faster. So we used to be in the meetings, and they start talking in Portuguese, and like after half an hour they'll realize, oh, there's a guy sitting from India and he does not know Portuguese. Then someone will start translating it for me. Oh, we said this, we said this, we said this. So that was my first country, and I was there for 1 year. And the country is very nice, nice place to travel. It has sea, sand, and sun, everything there. And it's a very beautiful place. And if people get opportunity, they should go there. It's a very small place and a nice place to go.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for some fun element. It's quiz time. Students will get 10 seconds for each question, and they are requested to write the answers in the chat box. Here's the first question. What is financial literacy? And your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And the correct option is option A, given by Zoya.
Next question. Which of the following describes profit? And your option is
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
the correct answer is C.
Here's the next question. Terry has $60 in saving account. Then she deposits $15 and earns $0.59 in interest. How much is in her account now? And your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And the right option is option C, given by no one.
Next question is, Road to Riches, a fun competitive board game was launched by, and your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The correct answer is A, given by Zoya.
Here's the next question. Which of the following is not the purpose of a bank? And your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And the right option is option D, given by Pranavi Gupta.
Next question is, environment is made up of, and your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The correct answer is C, given by Pranavi Gupta.
Here's the next question. Global warming is the dash in the temperature around the world, and your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
and the right option is option A, given by Zoya.
Next question is, ethics is a branch of, and your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The correct answer is A, given by Pankuri Goyal.
Here's the next question. World Summit on Social Development was held in the year, and your options are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
and the right option is option C, given by Pankuri Goyal.
Many congratulations to all the winners. Please give clap reaction to all the participants.
Thank you so much, sir. We have got so inspired to see your passion towards your work, and I'm sure everyone must have been amazed to get to know more about your inspiring journey.
A heartfelt gratitude to our founder and CEO, Mrs. Preeti Agarwal, for initiating such talks, which kindles in us the curiosity to explore more. We convey our heartfelt gratitude to our guest speaker, Mr. Amit Pandey, for the dynamic talk.
Your feedbacks and suggestion is most important to us for raising the bar all the time. WhatsApp class group will remain open till 5:30 p.m. Parents and students are requested to share their feedbacks and suggestion in the class group.
Thank you so much, everyone, to be a part of this Billabong Inspires Talk series.
We will meet tomorrow on 30th January 2022 at the same time with our next guest speaker, Dr. Aarti Gupta. Thank you.
Thank you.